Hello, welcome. I'm Cosplay, and today I'll be showing you how I made this wig for Magic Mirai Miku 2023. Buckle up, it's a little bit of a long one. To make this wig fit better, I cut a section out of the back. I just took off like an inch, cut out a triangle, and then hot glued it together so that I wouldn't need to use little sizers to fit it and disrupt the shape of it. As you can see, I pinned it right there, but I did end up hot gluing that. Next up, I just started cutting the wig. I didn't want too much left over, so I left about an inch to an inch and a half, depending on like which section it was. And then just cut and cut away. Just rinse and repeat till it looked a bit like this. Using the hair that I just cut off, I ended up making a lot of wefts for myself. I glued the front and back so that it wouldn't lose as much hair when I fiddled around with them. It made it a lot stronger to use as well. This is probably what took the most time out of anything in this project, minus gluing it to the said wig head, but it works and it saves you money if you save the hair. Totally recommend it. For the base of my pigtails, the little round bits that hold them, I measured my head, ending where I wanted the pigtails to sit, and then with a sheet of Worbla, I made 4 inch by the size I measured out, and then sandwiched 2 pieces of wire, and then folded that and curled it, if that makes sense. I deleted this footage, so I'm so sorry. And to make the little black base you see that I'm covering right now. And then I just playing around, seeing what I need to do. Ended up cutting some more. So this wig did take a lot of trial and error, but it was a learning process and we love it. Never discount Elmer's glue for any wig project. It's kind of like a hidden secret that's not so secret, because it holds wigs greatly. So as you see, I am just spreading it on with a old paintbrush of mine that I use constantly. It's great. And then clipping whatever wefts that I want in place with little clips. I did use E6000 for a lot of this, but you could use Elmer's glue or any pretty much glue that you like for wigs. As you see, I'm just laying them down where I like it, putting some Elmer's glue, putting some E6000, clipping them together, waiting for them to dry, so on and so forth. Do it until you're happy. Do it until you're satisfied. And every section that you want covered is covered. I always recommend doing a stress test. It shows you what you need to fix and what you need to secure a bit more. Onto the ponytails, what I did was I crimped a lot of hair. I just crimped so much of it. That's probably the second thing that's going to take you the most amount of time, is crimping everything. I did end up braiding the small sections just so that it wouldn't get tangled while I did the rest of the hair. You don't have to do that, it's just something that I do to make it a little easier on myself. There is 2 different ways that I made these braids. The first way, what I did was I took all the wefts and I hot glued them together. It was really messy and I did lose a lot of hair, so I do not recommend that way. The second way, what I did was I sewed all the wefts together and I did not lose any hair, so I do highly recommend that way. And then I just flipped them over onto that plastic ring you see there, braided them, pulled them out a little bit. I did do this a few times until I got it how I liked it, and then tied it off with a ponytail, and over top of that ponytail I did glue on a red ribbon. And to hide on the top to match the red little stripes, I did put some glued wefts over top of and around them, as well as added ribbon onto the base. And that's how I made this wig. Hope it helped!